January 8th. Had some snow last night, gorgeous. Tomorrow's the ATA show. I fly out for it at least, and then it's on the 10th. I'm going to be seeing some good products out there from all the great archery industry and things along those lines. And we've been doing a lot of crossbows here lately, and you know, we want to continue with that. And you know, you guys have seen Barnett's Ghost 350 that I had a few months ago. Very impressed with that crossbow. Well, they sent the Ghost 400, and let me just say, initial assessment is, oh my God, this thing is just awesome looking. It's like a big tactical SWAT crossbow, something that is just phenomenal. And the weight, it's nothing. It weighs 8 pounds. 8 pounds. It's got the carbon riser that they have on theirs. You know, everything on it. It just looks phenomenal. It has that a nice carbon look to it the whole way through. Came mounted already this time with a scope. Usually on my crossbow reviews, you guys see me put it all together. This crossbow is just like the 350. You guys can go back and look at that review if you're putting together the 400. If you guys happen to get this, and you can look at how I put it together. Exactly the same. It's one bolt goes right here. The riser itself actually goes in just like the Ghost 350. Everything is exactly the same, except for on this one you get such a longer rail that you get a little bit more speed, a little bit more stability out of your arrow. I'm guessing because of the length, you have more contact time for the arrow to be able to gain control and stability. You know, but going on through, you know, the one nice thing, Barnett, I've always said the way they pack stuff. When I got this thing, I opened it up, scope's already on it, it's already packed. All you needed to do was pull out your riser with your limbs, stick it on the rail or on the rear assembly portion, and you know, you're ready to go. Tighten it down, waxed up the cables and the string, and that's all. I put some rail lubricant on it that I have, I've had for a little while, and I just want to put that on there. Just allows it to reduce the wear on your string. That's something I recommend that you guys do who shoot crossbows. One thing they do have, just like the Ghost 350, just like the Predator, is they have that the riser has its own little own stirrup in it where you can just set it down, cock it back. It's got nice rubber on the bottom. It allows for absorption of you know, any sound if you're in a tree stand. This thing's rubber, it's not going to make any noise when you put it down to cock it. Got their limbs fully coated. That's something that I said on the Ghost 350 I really like, because you know, on this one it's going to absorb a lot more sound and shock. 400 feet per second is what they claim. We're going to be shooting their bolt, and it is 438 grains. I weighed it this morning. I weighed the bow. I have an electronic scale, 8 pounds, a little over 8 pounds. So, I mean, like I said, look at that. That's really light, great crossbow. You know, you look at this thing, it's like a tactical, almost like a 240 Bravo. You know, they got the thumb hole stock, if you will. I love that. It's something I've always said. It's just like a perfect sniper rifle. You know, you're getting more speed. You're going to be able to shoot a lot farther. They got the multi-reticle scope on here. It's lighted as well. It's got the little different color lights on the side, which pretty much most of the companies coming in. There is a circle. Each circle for indicating the distances at different yards. You know, once again too is Barnett thing I like. You cock it, it automatically goes on the safe. But one thing, with a crossbow, you always need to treat it just like a rifle. You know, you always want to treat it as if it's loaded. Keep your finger straighten off the trigger. Don't put it on there until you're ready to shoot something, and you'll be good to go. Another thing on this model is they do have the detachable stock here in the back on both sides, like I've shown you guys before. Pull it off. Allows you to put in for that cranking device to cock the crossbow if you have to. You know, it carries well like a shotgun. You see me holding it here, have my hand through the thumb hole stock. You know, you could carry this thing out. That's one thing. I used a crossbow turkey hunting last year when I went to Kansas, and my father-in-law was actually the one that used it. I'd given it to him, and it was so heavy he couldn't carry it around. It didn't have this nice thumb hole stock, and he ended up pulling out a shotgun. All right, so, you know, overall, crossbow aesthetics, it's got a perfect 10. I love Barnett's line of crossbows. They have something that is just totally awesome. They got a small little quiver which I don't have it with me, but it just attaches here on the bottom, and it's one of the small ones, not like the normal quickie quiver, and it's a little bit slimmer profile, so you don't have it sticking out there. Just great all the way around. Underslung rail here. You can attach, heck, you could attach anything to it. You could put a flashlight mount or scope mounts on the bottom, put a flashlight in there. Say you're hunting hogs out south, and you'll have a light on there where you can illuminate your target, and definitely pretty cool. I mean, gosh, you could almost put like a M203 grenade launcher on there if you had it, but, you know, just kidding. But no, it does. It will accept anything. It'll accept any type of scope mounts on there. It's got an underslung rail. That's great. Came with a really cool sling, too. That's a non-slip sling. I didn't put it on here just because I'll be moving it all around and stuff. I don't want to get tangled. But definitely a great-looking product. Like I said, 8 pounds. You know, look at that. That thing is nothing. For the length of that crossbow, you can't beat that. 8 pounds. That's where carbon technology comes in. All right, why don't we go ahead and we'll cock this crossbow, show you guys a little bit how easy it is, and we'll shoot it through the chronograph to get that speed that we're going to get out of it, and we'll go over some other thoughts. But definitely, I like this thing. It's nice and light. Really looks cool. I love that whole carbon finish on it. It's just awesome. So let's go ahead and cover the whole thing, and we'll draw it back. All right, we're going to go ahead and cock this crossbow. Now, one thing I always make, for some reason, I make the rope a little bit shorter, which is easy to do with the Barnett rope cocking system. Is all you have to do is you pull out a little bit of string and then you place another knot in there. That just seems to help. We might have to adjust it again, but the key thing is you want to use your body to draw this crossbow. Any crossbow, really. Instead of people trying to use their arms, you just have to basically get it where it's real low and then sort of stand up and pull back, because you want the string to ride the rail, not be up above it to where it won't go underneath the arrow holding device here. But there's a notch on the back of the crossbow where the string sits in. Set that in there. You pull your strings so they're pretty much even on both sides. You want to, like I said, you want to, I use my right foot. I'm left foot dominant, but I use my right foot. And you hold the bow against you, and you just sort of pull back. And you guys hear that? It made a nice click sound. And then you want to come off real careful, because if it's not set, it'll stay in the cocking device and you'll have to come down. But that one did cock. All you have to do then, take your rope cocking device, stick it in your pocket, whatever the case is. All right. Safety is on. It automatically puts itself on safety. So if you guys are like me, after a shot, you always automatically put the weapon on safety. You have to make sure it's off safety before you cock it. So just, you know, get that in your head and you guys will get used to it. We won't have any issues. Wearing gloves, of course, because it's freezing outside. But there it is, fully cocked. That's just awesome. I mean, it looks like a viper ready to strike, right? So definitely pretty cool. We'll go ahead and we're going to shoot this thing. You always put it in with the cock feather down. Okay. Key thing is here on the back, the great portion in the launching assembly for it. There's a little hole where the nock actually fits inside and touches the string, so it's all the way back. You always want to make sure it's pushed all the way back. All right, so there we are. It's ready to go. It's got that nice arrow holding device there, so you can turn upside down. The arrow's not going to fall out. Pretty cool. All right, we'll go ahead and shoot this. You guys get a view of how it shoots, and we'll cover the rest. Click the safety off. Nice thing is, you can shoot this with a glove where we hunt. We're usually hunting in the winter. Pretty chilly. All right, and shoot this with a glove. There wasn't any shock in that at all. Little noise, but you know, you're shooting pretty fast. Definitely, it was shot like a 22. There wasn't any kind of kick or nothing to it. Great shooting. Great shooting. So fast I couldn't even see the arrow. That's how it goes. But let's shoot it through the chronograph. We'll get a test of the speed and see how it goes. 393 feet per second. Smoking fast. All right, folks, there you saw it, 393 feet per second with a 438 grain bolt. Just awesome, super fast. I mean, that was just super cool. Definitely has some serious speed. The looks of this crossbow is just phenomenal. I love the way it looks. I love the underslung rail. You could put accessories on there that you could buy at a rifle shop. Basically, if you guys don't understand what an underslung rail is, it's the same type of rail that you have where your scope attached to up here at the top. And you can put scope mounts on the bottom and everything. So pretty cool. Definitely a pretty cool. By far the best crossbow I think I've seen aesthetically. It's like shooting a 240 Bravo, you know, like a SAW or squad automatic weapon or something. Great shooting gun, no kick. I said gun. Great shooting crossbow, no kick whatsoever. Overall, you know, it's got the vibration dampening, carbon riser, 8 pounds, nothing to hold out there. You know, it weighs less than some of the other crossbows that I've tested that are shorter and more compact. Definitely a full 10 from OutdoorProductsReview.com. Barnett, they keep getting better and better. It's just really, really a cool looking deal all the way around. Shoots like a dream. If you guys are big crossbow hunters, or I know a lot of states now they're allowing you to use crossbows during archery season, and you know, if you want to, by all means go ahead. I'm not going to knock any way you want to hunt. That's one thing we need to come together on as sportsmen in general is you know, let's not bash any other type of hunting. Let's come together as a hunting organization so that we can spread the word and keep our sport alive for our children to be able to do and their children. So definitely Ghost 400 from Barnett. It has a full 10 from Outdoor Product